You had on it, it was lovely. I know. I look so tanned on that footage, don't I? I don't normally go live in the day like that, but I had to respond because I felt like Chelsea was going to go live and start kicking off, and I'm meant to be a friend, and it was a trouble causer who did it and made Chelsea go on. And even Natalie stuck up for me. Are you here, Natalie, love? Even Natalie had to stick up for me. She said, no, Eva Queen's right. She was just giving a bit of advice to stop you getting into trouble because people were mixing up her words. And, you know, if they send that in, it'll look like she is doing what they say she's doing. So if I could have prevented it for her, you know what I mean? That's all I was trying to do. And then this is actually what happened. I'll show you now. So I just want to clarify something to each and every one of you who are watching now. I do not do sorry, I'm on medication. I don't do any raffles or any things that you can pay into to enter. Sorry, my speech. It all started off. My friend said I was like Kerry Katona this morning when he woke me up. It started off that I was doing this choo choo bang bang bang, and then all of a sudden I was getting loads of trains, so I was earning more money, and I was like, oh, I like this. So for a while it was choo choo bang bang, and then I was advertising for the TikTok shop, and I had loads of free samples, and I'd done all the giving away to my dad, to all my friends, and that, and everybody had it, had everything. Sorry, everybody, my speech is a bit stumbly. Everybody had everything, so I was just thought, well, I can make more money if I do a giveaway, because I'll still do the sound effects. And then for a bit, it was the sound effects, and then my dad said to me, if you remember, that I should, you know, make the starting point sort of thing that I put people in automatically for a lower. Thank you so much, Ellie. So don't like set big goals and stuff, and you know, and then that made more money again. My dad's suggestion. So it's just been because I like the weird waffle that Chelsea says. People are trying to say my giveaways for people who gift me that. You don't. Do you know how many people like look at Sam Walker and other people who go, I've won what? What do you mean? Because they're gifting me genuinely, and it's only I say throughout the live, you're in tonight's waffle. But that's just the giveaway because I do that. And the reason I do the confettis is, sorry, no offence, is for people who can't afford to, but you generally will go around the boxes throughout the day and get me the diamonds out the chests and save them and give a hand heart at the beginning or something. So I turn the hand heart, which is now a confetti, into an entry, into 300 entries. Don't you ever think why? As I say the confettis are 300 and I want to give 500 because I know those are the people who, you know, would like to send me bigger gifts but can't, so I make it special for them. Thank you, Careless. And the woman who's thick who's just turned around and said, you still have to pay. You don't have to pay anything. I don't want anything. There's nothing to enter. Don't give me any gifts unless you want to give me a gift. It's an automatic thing. You don't seem to understand. So if someone gives me now a whale, that's 2,000 coins. So I put the name 4 times in for me giveaway. Without them even knowing, without them asking, without, you know what I mean? My soul live is not, right everyone, come on, let's get these entries sold. Come on, who's going to be winning? Shake, 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 shake. Thank you, Buffy. It's just me giveaway. But people are getting it twisted, saying they have to pay to enter. There's nothing to pay to other than me. If you gift me, it's an automatic thing. So I don't know why people are not grasping it. You don't have to pay anything because there's nothing to pay. There's nothing here to win. There's no prize. It's my giveaway of my pair of shoes that I bought once. It's my TikTok shop items, you know what I mean? It's something that I give back or try to include people in to give something back, and it's not a raffle. You can't pay to enter it. Why can't you understand the wording that I'm using? You cannot pay to win anything around here. Nothing's for sale. Nothing's to win unless you're buying off TikTok shop. There's nothing here for you to enter. Don't give a single penny if you are thinking you can enter something. And I say this every single day, but people don't seem to be listening. I'm not doing raffles or any of those things. The names in the spinny thing is my viewers who are gifting me anyway. Go on TickLeap and see how much I always get gifted even prior to even doing this. It's not changed. It's my people who watch me every day. It's San giving me gifted subs every day. It's Chloe. It's Racing Girl. It's Jenny from the block. It's Canadian Angie. It's Tommy T. You know, it's Leah, Jimmy Neutron. It's Ellie. You know what I mean? Rosie's in every day giving gifts. Gavi's as well. It's not for people to enter. If you come along and you enjoy my show and you want to send me a gift, you know, the only thing it could possibly do is encourage more gifts, but that's not holding a raffle, encouraging people to send more gifts. Oh, thank you so much, Evil Steve. Thank you, Racing Girl. Choo choo, bye. It's just really frustrating because then I'm getting really frustrated because, like, I'm trying to explain, people are not listening and still saying it's the same concept. Chelsea Leotin was saying, no, her wording was wrong. She was saying, once we've reached the goal target, then and everyone who's in that will do a giveaway, waffle, whatever, and all that. And her wording was wording which would suggest that her live is about paying to enter into something when it's not. Chelsea should be saying words like, and that's all I was trying to explain yesterday. Nobody should be gifting to enter to win anything, you know. This is just for if I get gifts anyway. So, you know, she should be using words like that. She'll get gifts anyway. But the words she's using are going to get her into trouble. And I was just trying to stop that because she's had the taxman, she's had the police. You know I had a hand in the police, but, you know, I didn't actually make a report. I just encouraged people to, which we were not friends at the time. And she said some awful things too. She's not a squeaky clean. So, you know, sorry, I'm not getting angry or annoyed or anything. I'm just frustrated that I've explained this over and over and over and over, and people don't seem to understand. But I do think they must understand by now. They're just trolling me at this point because they know it's upsetting me because I don't give any raffle tickets. I don't sell anything. It's just something that I automatically. Sam Walker, when he gave me a bloody set of planes, he was like, "What the hell's a waffle?" He didn't have a clue. Somebody the other day. I only sent a confetti. Like, I just thought that was the goal, and everyone else was sending. I didn't even know you were doing anything. Nobody really gets pushed onto. And just because I'm saying when people are sending me giraffes, thank you, Leah, you're in the waffle. Or so we're going to say giveaway from now on, obviously, because that seems to be triggering people. It's only because Chelsea says that funny word. That's the only reason I use it. Oh, they working me all up. You know when you feel like people just don't understand, but I think they must understand and they just must be trolling me at this stage. Because there's nothing to enter. Do not send me any gifts. They're for my people that would always send me a gift no matter what. And if I want to put confettis on my goal for the moderators to write people's names down who can't afford a lot of money to spend around, you know what I mean? If they've got the opportunity to win, you know, my giveaway of these shoes, then they put them on eBay. That £1, which got them 300 giveaway entry names into my spinny wheel, you know, when they watch me every day and they send me a gift every day no matter what. Thank you so much, Willow Tree. Thank you so much. And then they can resell that. And then there's a family maybe who are struggling, who randomly, you know, because there's not like there's thousands of entries. It's singular people because the confetti is majority of the time. So up until a certain point, it's just £5 things. Oh, God, it stresses me out so much. So, yeah, nobody should give me anything to enter into anything because I'm not promoting that. I never have done. So let's see where it all started, all this mess. Because me and Chelsea have had no problems whatsoever, you know, because she normally tunes in. I never expect Chelsea to end her live. So, awfully great Amanda, stop talking nonsense. You talk so much nonsense, saying I'm jealous of CLA. What you on about? If we go and check Tickleap. Sorry, Chelsea, no offence, but, you know, for somebody who sits on live all day, sometimes I make more than her, you know what I mean? So I'm not jealous. I've got my own successes. I've got my own life. You know, I have a lovely life. And I don't mean to be jealous of nobody. I was trying to help Chelsea, and everybody took the opportunity to try and twist things and to try and cause trouble with me and Chelsea. And because Chelsea didn't tune into me show, she's got 2 devices. She doesn't have to end a live. I've never asked Chelsea to end a live. You know, I was talking to her yesterday as if she was here. I didn't even know she wasn't here. I just thought that she'd be either listening on her live like she does with Miss Reds. You know, I don't expect Chelsea to come off and not make money or any of those things. When me and Chelsea never used to speak, and I used to say things about her every day, My viewers are the same as what they are now. They don't decrease because Chelsea's live. They're not decreased because Angie's doing an exposure. She'll still have 6,000 and I'll still have my 3. It's the same every day. I'm not in competition with anyone for views. I'm in competition with myself. That's about it. Sorry, it's just frustrated me all day that people keep saying it's the same. It's not. It was Chelsea's word, and I was just trying to give her the wink to say stop talking in that way because it's breaching the Gambling Commission's codes. I'm choking. So I was trying to help her. Yeah, I'm okay. Exactly, she kept saying it, and then people were pulling her up, and people were putting the screenshots up and saying, look what she said, look, it's blatantly. And then some woman came up today, and the point I was making. Into Lucive Angie's live, some woman joined the box, Chelsea, and she turned round and she said, I don't have very much money, but when I seen those fabulous prizes that CLA was raffling off, you know, I entered for the hoodie and the pens, and she didn't know she was saying something wrong there. Like, she was telling everybody that basically she didn't have much money, but she loves Chelsea that much that she used the last bit of money, and that would have caused trouble for Chelsea. So it needs to be worded differently. You know, there's nothing wrong with what she's doing, and I never once said she was doing anything wrong. She was wording it in a way that would spark people to enter it because of that being the sole purpose of the live. So if I can help Chelsea to word it differently, to understand the rules, what she has to do, so she doesn't get in trouble, that's all I wanted to do. So let's see where it all started. Oh, I need to give me random quotes of the day, don't I? Okay, I love this one. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Yes, we love that. Steering the pot between CLA and EQ. You should have seen this coming, Chelsea Liart, though. Like, are you a novice?
You listen. Send it to Amanda, darling.
Thank you, Ash.
You've said
someone come in to me and said CLA said this about you. I'd go, no, she never. And I would wait on it, but reacting is not good, Chelsea.
Send it on this account.
Especially to that worm. You know what he's like.
You can't send videos.
Come on, Chelsea, that's Chelsea. I think I'm justified. I'm not being horrible. I'm not being mean. I'm not skitting Chelsea. You know what I mean? I'm upset because I've never had a problem with Chelsea since we made up, and I don't want it to start now. You know, like, I am sorry to keep saying this, but I'm on medication, and, like, I have to, you know, look after my own self at the moment, and I'm trying to, you know, keep it so that I'm not having any issues with anybody, because I can't take it right now, so I'm just trying to, like, and then when people are going around causing trouble, and then Chelsea with a big platform is going, you know, it really upset me when I woke up this morning. So I was upset. She's my actual friend, you know, and that she fell for this is stupid. So, yeah, if I want to say to Chelsea publicly, because she publicly shamed me, you know, as if I'd done something wrong. So, unless I'm calling her names, then I'm entitled, you know, to say that she was very silly for even believing a random knob hairdo chat a load of shit to cause trouble all the time. And he'd be loving this now, you know what I mean? She should have known that I wouldn't have said anything bad about
I don't understand what you mean, Millen. A screen recording. What, on TikTok?
I'm a bit upset because Chelsea should have known I wouldn't have been saying anything bad. I thought you were here, Chelsea, because you normally watch me. I don't expect you to watch me. I don't expect you to end your live. Like I've said, you can watch me on another device and listen in, you know. I'm out of sync. You're out of sync because you're blocked. I'm not out of sync, am I, everyone?
Send it to me, Amanda, because I can't even see Millen on my fucking Instagram. Let me search you, you little...
Anyone lying gets blocked.
Ross.
I nearly said gets robbed. I don't know, my words are all jumbled up, it's funny. I told one of my friends earlier on, don't forget to put your charge on phone. Your charge on phone.
Millen.
It's quite funny, then.
Oh, for...
Chat tells her her waffles are being investigated. Because Chelsea, you only listened to a brief minute when I went on to say she's not doing anything wrong. It's the words that she's using because she doesn't know and understand that the trolls will pick up on it and then report it, and then she'll have a load of letters coming. And I didn't want her to get triggered, that was all. I'm not upset, no. I was like a bit like anxious this morning because that's why I ended up having to come live, and I shouldn't be me. Chelsea shouldn't have shouted at me on the phone. I don't deserve to be shouted at. And then I was worried that she was going to go live and, you know what I mean, start like, this big deal, and then we fall out. So I thought, well, if I actually get to say to everybody exactly what happened, then, you know, maybe people will understand. The thing is with Chelsea, she is actually doing gambling because the gambling commission would have something to say because of the way she puts it. With me, your own viewer said earlier on, I don't have a lot of money, and Delusive Angie said, do you gift CLA? And she said, only like a heart me or a daily thing, you know, nothing big because I can't afford to. And then Angie asked her, did you give a gift that day to win something? And she said yeah. So if that was to be heard, then Chelsea would get into trouble because that is somebody making a gamble with the last bits of money, for instance. So it'll cause chaos for her. So I just, yeah, you know. It's a giveaway. Sorry, I'm over it. Regular people who send a gift, you know, I put them in, but she sits there and says, I want 25 elephants, and then I'm going to draw a name. So that is literally a raffle. So you can't really do that. And I went on to say, only she stops it here, what she needs to say is, you know, she just needs to change the way she's wording it.
So, but this was ages ago, Millen, darling.
Last night. And Chelsea, I know you like this awfully great Amanda, but like she's very strange. She said that she had a conversation with TikTok to ask whether it was okay to do this, that and the other. You know and I know that TikTok don't get back to you. That's why we have managers, because they have direct link. Thank you, Abby, you're in the waffle. I'm so sorry, I've just remembered. I'm so sorry. I need to go all the way back up. Good job I've got the PC. Because I didn't bloody make a fuss. Chloe, thank you so much for the umbrella of love, my beautiful. I'm sorry, I was disturbed. Thank you, San, for the gifted subs. Thank you so much, Evil Stay. Racing Girl. Choo-choo, bang, bang. That's the RFYPT. I loved our conversation earlier on, Racing Girl. You're a lovely person. Thank you, Willow Tree. Sorry, everyone. Oh, you know, I said I had a message off Sam Walker. He must have messaged me on both accounts. One was to say thank you for the gifts on his live, and then I seen another one earlier on that I didn't even know that he'd sent, and it's so lovely. Listen to this. Yeah, it is. He wrote, hope you've been okay. Heard about you and your fella splitting. Keep your chin up. Things fall apart in life for better. Things to take the places in time, so remember that. Oh, we'll have all the gangsters. Isn't that lovely? I replied to that one. Thank you so much, everyone. What a lovely man.
It was tonight.
And that was on the 7th, and I've only just seen it today. Because he was in Paris, and I wrote, ooh la la, and then I checked the message.
You said it tonight. What, that I'm gambling? How am I gambling? Well, she's gambling then. If I'm gambling, so are you, because I'm doing... Like, I was the one...
No, we're not gambling. You're doing a giveaway. It's just the wording was wrong.
...that started all this, and then EQ started doing the waffles from me. Do you understand? So, no one's gambling.
I was dead upset when she rang me and shouted at me this morning. I think it's because, like, in the past... Thank you, Soli. In the past... my brain would get fed like a drug from the waking up, and I'd go back and that would feed my brain. And now, because I'm replacing that, I just was like, oh, and I was like, oh my god. And I just said, I'm not putting up with it, and I put the phone down. And I tried to message her saying I don't deserve to be shouted at.
I'm just doing my little giveaways. I'm an artist, this and that. So that's wrong, because no one's doing no gambling. I think she's just chatting shit there.
I wasn't. I went on.
Yeah, people are just trying to cause trouble, darling. Because how can someone that does exactly what I'm doing say that I'm...
Do you want me to pull up the Observer's YouTube, anyone, to play what I said about Chelsea so you're all in the know? Just so you can catch up. Do you want me to get that up for you as part of this dive into the events that led up? Yes, please. Okay, let's do it. Oh, I don't need this one. It's Edge. Okay, let me just get it up for you. Love you, Observer, by the way. Wacko, hello, my love. You're in my waffle. Thank you, Wacko. Make sure to get pinned. I'll be able to find it because Chelsea will be on the screen, you know what I mean? So it won't take me a minute to find her. So Chelsea can actually see what I said as well. More! Where's that? It was towards the end, wasn't it? Oh, one of you doesn't waffle. Yeah. It's there and says I want. There we go. This is Anastasia. Thanks for letting me know. Let me. Said to me not.
Thank you.
Arrow.
Wow. Great. Hi, how are you? Yeah.
The mic's a bit low today. I don't think so. I don't know why. Maybe I haven't messed with something because I did clean the desk earlier on. Thank you, KLS.
I think I might go to mass. The thing is, if they come for the bed.
Mic is low, video is loud. Well, I always press pause when I talk, so you can't really have a problem because I don't talk over the video. I'll pause it.
They should text me, Simba, shouldn't they? Or should I put it? No, what I'll do, I'll put it outside.
It's fine. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Let me block these people then. What am I doing? Not Wacko though. Oh, and I annoy him posting the clips all the time. Who's the other one? This is Anastasia. You can go, love. You're blocked. Blocked, Anastasia.
I'll put it outside my door.
Every time I talk, I pause the video so I don't sit there going.
And then they can just take the mattress and then I can go and. Kathy, thank you. Thank you for the money, gun, sweetheart. And then I can just go to the storage. So I'll go back home. I'll put the.
Thank you, Wacko. Chat tells her waffles are being investigated.
They were saying they love all the cakes. They're like, oh, the cakes look amazing.
The thing is with Chelsea, she is actually doing gambling because the gambling commission would have something to say because of the way she puts it. With me, it is a giveaway. It's me, regular people who send a gift. You know, I put them in, but she sits there and says, I want 25... So can you hear, Chelsea? I'm talking about the wording, what you say. I wasn't trolling you or saying you were gambling. Elephants. And then I'm going to draw a name. So that is literally a raffle. So you can't really do that. She needs to word it differently and say, for me regular people who would normally send me a gift, you know, I'm going to put you in with a chance to have this giveaway today. You need to just word it differently. Instead, she's saying,
no one's
she's
gambling.
writing
Do you know
names
what
down.
gambling is? Putting fucking $1,000 on the football and.
There we go. So I didn't deserve any of what I had to put up with today, you know what I mean? When I've done nothing wrong.
Fucking picking 6 football teams. That's gambling to see if they're going to win, sweetheart. I don't know what people are talking about. Fucking idiots, darling. And no one's scared of you, darling, or nothing, darling. You've got me arrested 3 times. You chat shit. You try and... My management's already...
Thank you, Grot Bags. And this makes me not want to be friends with her, because look what she says so quick, you know what I mean? Like, so is she really my friend, or is she just being nice to me so I don't say anything about her, you know what I mean?
He's speaking to the fucking gambling commission. We're already on to them, darling. We don't listen to trolls. We've got all your messages, all your reports, everything saying this, saying that. You ain't got a leg to stand on, sweetheart. And I'll find out who's doing all this eventually, trust me. Because my management are smart as fuck, darling. So it's not even me, darling. I'd be more scared of my management, darling. Because when they find out who you are, you're fucked, basically. Because they're ruthless, my management. They'll literally take your ass to court. They'll sue you. They'll do this, that. My management don't fuck around, darling.
And this is why I'm more friends with the likes of Gracie, because Gracie would never, ever react to something that someone said without actually watching to see what happened. Like, she wouldn't come to me and scream at me before she even knew what had happened, you know what I mean? And then to say, oh, after you've done this, I've never done nothing to you. You know, you actually was saying transphobic things at one point, you know what I mean? Which is why I was upset and annoyed that you were coming out with those things. And it was meant to be over and done with and a fresh start. And like, it makes me feel sad that you're still hanging on to things like that when you've said enough. Like, I've said enough, and I never actually reported you. You haven't got my name on any statements for the police, because I have never made a statement to the police. I put it up on my story and encouraged the people because I was mad at you because of the things you were saying, you know. So we both said nasty stuff. We both did nasty stuff. But I've never sent anything to your house. I've never, you know, done anything or any of those things. I just said the words online. I don't go out my way and do things like that.
These little cunts that are trying to do colouring books about me and that, my management's saying, don't, you can literally...
Oh, I know you're not talking about me. It was just the prior sentence, this one.
I'm doing, say no gambling. I'm just doing my little stands. Like, I was the one that started all this and that, so that I'm doing, say that I'm doing... picking 6 football teams. That's gambling to see if they're going to win, sweetheart. I don't know what people are talking about.
Thank you,
fucking
babe.
Idiots, darling. And no one's scared of you, darling, or nothing, darling. You've got me arrested 3 times. You chat shit. You try and... My management's already speaking to the fucking gambling...
It was that bit. So, let's move on from that bit. And we had... me, obviously, which you've seen. I don't like to play myself talking, so we'll skip to when I joined Angie's box, because obviously it became a discussion point and all that. I'm on about, yeah, it's not me. I haven't done anything. Like, I wouldn't do anything like that. Why would I pay things on my card and link things to me and make phone calls and that? I haven't got the time of the day. I've got 2 phones and I use both numbers, one for TikTok Shop and one for the one that you messaged me on, which is just for normal people. But this is not your... I suppose it is, but like, I'm not blaming you or anything. I just want to really avoid anything like this because I've never got any intentions to do anything bad to you or to be nasty about you. And I just was trying to help because I know what your trolls are like and they would report you and include the videos where you've just simply said the wrong thing and I was just trying to. So I'm not even bothered. I just don't want you to be thinking... You know when you say like... oh no, no one's scared. Yeah, I don't want anybody to be scared of me.
Fuming, absolutely fuming. Chelsea Liart is doing nothing different from what Chelsea is doing, the other Chelsea. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I just say because
I would not be getting involved in something if it...
So to reiterate, it's just the words, and you know what I mean? If she says, I'm doing a giveaway today for me people who support me all the time, who regularly send me gifts, so please don't enter if you're just wanting to win me art, and it won't matter anyway, people will still ignore that and enter, so she needs to just watch the words, that's all. And I only know because I used to do giveaways on Facebook if anybody watched the Pearl Party days, and I had the gambling commission onto me, so I had experience, that was all.
If it was illegal, I checked. Now, there's no ticket numbers. There's no... That's lies. There is no ticket number.
I was just referencing back in the day when Chelsea was doing other giveaways, but she was putting names into the hat and shaking, do you remember? It's just nobody ever listens to me. I find that people don't really listen. They don't want to listen to me. I get screamed at. When I'm trying to explain, I was actually referencing the day when she used to shake names in the hat, and I wasn't talking about what she does now. I was saying that would come across. It was just another reference point from the mistakes made.
Numbers or anything like that. There's no bits of paper. There's no raffle. That is complete and utter BS. Now, I contacted TikTok because I was not going to put...
I do worry about you. Why, Sarah?
My name spinning a wheel, getting involved in something, unless I knew for absolute certain that it was legal and a giveaway was okay. Now, that evil queen she is just one mixer with a massive mixing spoon.
I didn't even do anything.
She is just... she knows what she is doing. She purposely said all that because Chelsea Liart is doing exactly the same as her. There's nobody coming in there giving...
Has anybody else seen the people who have went onto the Gambling Commission's website and screenshot it and circled the bits which apply to what Chelsea has been saying? Has anybody seen that? So that's what I'm going off. I was like, oh my God, they literally are going to try and get Chelsea again on something, stress her out. She'll get a letter and then she'll go mad online and it'll encourage more. So that was all.
Money, giving anything to get a ticket, doing anything like that. They are gifters. If you look at the list of names, and remember, I've been there 5 years. There is no sudden new names there. It is people who are regular gifters.
But it wasn't about that. It doesn't matter if it's regular names or not. If they had video footage of Chelsea promoting it in such a way that it sounded like she was doing a raffle, it wouldn't matter if it was regular people. I wasn't saying that it was new people or somebody who just come across her. You make it up.
Evil Queen, I've actually had it with you. Really and truly. How many times did you get Chelsea locked up?
No.
Are you trying to push her to the edge again?
I actually have never got Chelsea locked up. She got locked up because somebody else complained off the back of my story when I did that online report. But it was still not off the back of my hands, if we're getting technical about things.
Yeah, Angie, I don't know why you're letting her on your platform to manipulate.
And why do people keep saying this is Bradley? He sounds nothing like Bradley. I don't know why the chat fills up every time this AJ. This AJ's been around for ages. Sounds nothing like him. This lad's a brummie.
Your audience. You know she's a master manipulator.
Bradley's from around Coventry ways, so he doesn't have that accent.
She shouts
AJ, I'm not
absolute
manipulating.
shit.
No one's manipulating it.
And it's not AJ, Mad Hatter's AJ. This is a different AJ who's just a bit of a troll. Basically, he joins Angie's boxes all the time.
Anybody, I do understand.
It's all about the way she jumps in straight away before you play the clip, so she can have a say and try and
lie. See, it's a proper Brummie accent.
To be honest with you, I was really confused what it was all about. You know what I mean? I totally
And can I just say, everybody, to the people who are writing on the screen records, if she was a friend of Chelsea and wanted to give her advice, then she should have phoned her up. It was an FYP clip that I seen on the FYP show. I don't watch any of these in advance unless I was involved in it, like I was involved in this. But I don't sit and watch them all, because imagine anybody who's got ADHD will understand. Do you think I'd be capable of watching 2 hours worth of clips and then talking over it and thinking the same thing twice? And I couldn't do it to myself. So it's always authentic. Like, I'll speak on a clip sometimes and go, oh no, that's wrong, and then the person will correct themselves and I'll go, oh, see, you know what I mean? I don't watch them. So it was just a clip on the FYP. I didn't start a live to talk about Chelsea. I didn't start a segment about her. It was in a reaction to people were informing Chelsea about the gambling commission, and I wanted to clarify things for her.
Exactly the same thing. She does exactly the same thing as Chelsea.
If I'm a regular VQ, I could be gifting her and get nothing in return. But what she's saying is, you're automatically going to go into a raffle. But CLA is actually advertising it as.
She's not. Where's the advert? Show me the advert then.
Why does she not understand this Amanda one? The advert is saying to people that when this target's full, for instance, you know, all the people who've sent in and, you know, this, that and the other, and multiple things that were said, not just things like that, you know, it should just be broad, like, you know, I'm doing a giveaway today for a piece of my art, because obviously loads of shops do bloody giveaways and all that type of stuff, and she's got her own business, so she's entitled to do giveaways. It's just if she words it in a way that people are gambling, like that lady today in Angie's box, like I told you about, who said she wouldn't normally have give that type of gift if it wasn't for what was being given away. That is where the issue comes in, so...
Where's the advert? Show it! Where's the advert? There's no...
That's an assumption. That's an assumption.
The raffle. Can you stop unmuting yourself, please? People are sending CLA gifts to enter the raffle. These aren't regular supporters.
No.
Like, I'm only on for 2 hours, so people always overgift me in those 2 hours because they only see me for 2 hours a day, so...
Sorry, that's an assumption.
That's right, Angie.
No. Evil Q's on a show every night going, enter before 9:30, everybody, before the raffle.
I've got to have a cut-off point so people know that if anybody sends anything when I'm finished, which is 10 o'clock, then it's not going to apply to the giveaway. So, and I always say, if you do send any gifts now, they solely will go to me with no potential to be included, you know? So... I've got to say a time, haven't I? Right, we're staying on this because there's quite a bit of this today.
You know, a corgi.
Chesley R talks about it and EQs raffles. I don't do raffles.
Or if you give the headphone, You know, it's just so we've got your name and then we can make it into fun. That's what TikTok's about. That's why it's got all these options.
And then some fella said earlier on in a screen record, it should just be for subscribers, but that would promote people to subscribe, which is £3, so it's still entering. And people only subscribe, like to Miss Red's live, if you watch, when she's doing that giveaway of the £100. Not the only reason, but I'm saying she does get an influx of about 40 new subs every time it's giveaway day. So the same thing applies. People would then subscribe if it was for subscribers, so you're still paying.
Options and things to do. So
this is old, is it?
People need to shut the hell up,
it's not the
sweetheart,
fireplace.
for one. Evil Queen, for one, certainly wouldn't be doing anything that she would be putting herself, because she's so smart.
Exactly.
She's sold pearls, she's done this and that. So Evil Queen knows exactly what she's doing. So there's no difference between me. I'm Chelsea Dior.
It was just the words.
My business, I'm this, I'm that. You know, no one's doing that. I'm just giving away pens, you know. My pens are for sale.
And she's entitled to do that. She has her own legitimate business, which she pays tax and VAT and all that on, you know. So she is entitled to give her products away, whether that be paintings or pens or anything, to be honest, you know. And if she has to take names by, you know, people popping up on the screen, you know, because obviously she gets so many viewers that do watch her every day, so it's not wrong what she's doing. It was just the words I was focusing on, because I am a stickler. First, I won't get in trouble for anything I do, because I'm always very transparent. I say to everybody every day, thank you, Claire, don't give me a gift if you're given a gift to enter for what I'm giving away, because that's not what we do. It's for me people who send me gifts all the time, and of course, there's still going to be new people who will send a gift. You know, I can't account for every single person here. So it's just words which will protect you.
On the website.
It still encourages people to gift, and that's fine.
You want to buy them. I'm giving them away as a prize draw.
CLA is sending the waffle things off and everything. She has obviously altered the way she does things now that she's got her own business and everything, so I can't slight her. She has been the post office every few days that I've seen, so you can't hold people to, you know, before she was doing it unprofessionally, you know, now she's got management and everything, you know, a guide in her, so you've got to give people a chance, and so far she's been sending everything out, hasn't she?
A hoodie, because I'm giving back to my community, and so I don't give a fuck. So we're going to be doing 10 waffles for the colouring book. So I'll be doing a waffle for a colouring book, which we'll do in an hour. So I'll set it for an hour. Everyone can put in a ticket, send whatever it is.
Put in a ticket? Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's the wording. A ticket references to something like a raffle
that I put on the screen to enter the waffle. Amanda will put your name into the wheel, and then we'll do the spin and find out who has won. But we'll do this 10 times because I've got 10 of them.
And people say about mine, oh, you have to send a £5. Do you think I can put everybody in who sends, or my moderators can put everyone in who sends a Daily Heart Me or a rose or a 5p gift, you know what I mean? Like, it would be just chaos, so it has to be a starting point, whether it be a giveaway or not. There has to be a starting point. Thank you, Watermelon.
And I'll sign it to you. So if you're wanting a signed colouring book from Chelsea Liotte, what I'll do is I'll do a waffle. You can buy a raffle ticket.
There we go. Look at the words she's using. Amanda's off her head. If she didn't guide her and say, Chelsea, don't use them words. Did you hear, everybody? This is why I'm giving her advice.
Whoever wins, I will sign beautifully the book and put whatever message in there.
Raffle ticket.
That you asked me
raffle ticket. The word raffle ticket.
To do, and I'll post it personally myself.
Sorry, everybody. It's frustrated me today. I'm not annoyed or anything. I'm just like, I hate having to wait all day to show you what I need to show you.
To you, darling. But I think what I'll do is I'll wait until I've got all of them. So I'll do the whole 10 waffles, because that could be done. I could do 5 in a day. You know what I mean? And then I can just go to the post office with them all together. I need to order myself some envelopes from Amazon so I can put these lovely and nicely in an envelope.
I could have rang her. I was reacting to a clip on the FYP. I didn't know nothing about it. Numbskull. When are you going to listen and understand? I was doing my FYP show. It's like Miss Red, Luke, anybody reacting to a clip. I didn't start a conversation about it. I don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? I've had to gather all this today because I'd seen on the FYP all this stuff, which is why I went live today, which is why I messaged her to further elaborate as to why. So on the clip that I'd seen, I commented and said the wording that I've seen her using so far will make it so that she's going to get in trouble with the Gambling Commission, when I know that's not what she means. She doesn't mean that she's given tickets out and this, that and the other, raffle tickets. She's wording it wrong. Stop saying I should have rang her up when I was reacting to a clip. I don't ring my friends up to say, oh, by the way, you're on a clip tonight. I don't work like that. Why should I have to? And I don't phone Chelsea up to say things when it was a clip, a random clip that come up. I didn't know what the context was or nothing. And as it was playing, I was talking and responding. It's so annoying how thick people are, you know. Honestly, it's crazy. Incited everything towards it. What? Helping me, mates. I've got time to be mopping up after everybody and phoning them up and saying, oh, by the way, here's some advice. I am not a free service which is going to go out my way to phone people up to tell them how they should run their fucking business. So I'll help if I see something and I'll go, oh, by the way, I'm not nobody's Joey. Thank you so much, Virginia. Honest to God. Crazy.
Hello.
You should have done it privately. How could I when I reacted blindly to a clip, you weirdo?
Please read my message.
Driving me mad, honestly.
Well, I tell you what, Angel, send a big gift and I might just do that. But when you're coming on here with not even a gifting badge in sight and absolute penniless.
And then when it's, well, I was reacting to that, well, you incited? I don't incite anything. I didn't tell anyone to do anything. I said Chelsea's got everything right apart from the way she's wording it. How's that inciting anybody? I was trying to prevent that. I thought she was in the viewer list. Didn't know she wasn't watching. She normally watches in some capacity of my show overnight because it catches her up and everything, because she's live all the time with Chelsea. That's what you got to understand. She's live all the time. So unless she catches Miss Red's live when she just woke up, but if she's not up for Miss Red's live, she doesn't know what's going on. And as a live streamer, she has to know what's going on in some capacity. So watching my show helps her to know what's going on. And like all the creators, Chelsea's clips come up. So I commented on a blind reaction, blind. I didn't know what was in the clip. Anyone who knows me knows that I use TikTok like this unless I'm watching a live. Scroll, there's Chelsea like, there's Miss Red like, and I like and move straight on. So there's no opportunity for me to, oh, I better ring somebody and all that. And I reacted to a clip on the live stream. You can see it all, how it played out. So I didn't incite anybody to do anything. I've always tried to help Chelsea, even when we weren't friends, and she's letting fans into the house and all this, that and the other. I was still trying to give her advice. I still try to give Miss Red advice now, even though I don't like the woman very much, you know, because she's a bit of a sap. But I don't hate her or anything. But I try and help everybody in a way, and people just don't listen until it's too late. I try and tell you who's a bad person. People don't listen till it's too late. You know, I try to help, and it's still, oh, well, you incited? No, I didn't incite nothing. I did not sit there and say, oh, well, you know, people are going to start ringing up and all that. I didn't say it like that. There was no inciting anything. It was me trying to help my friend, and I won't bother again. Like, you know, I'll just go, you know what I mean? And then it'll be, why didn't you tell her, Evil Queen? You understand things like this. Why didn't you say something? You can never ever win. That's the problem. And Chelsea incited all this on me today, because I've not had no problems with Chelsea. She did this, not me. So stop chatting shit like I incited anything on this woman. She incited a load of shit for me today for absolutely nothing. I've shown her nothing but love, loyalty, respect. I bought her fucking artwork. I bought her colouring books. I bought everything. So don't say anything about me when I did nothing other than try to give a bit of advice when I seen a clip.
And expect for a response.
And now I'm backing myself up to show why I was given that advice. She incited hate on me all day long. Thank you, Rosaria. So how do you think it's felt for me? And look at how frustrated I am. I haven't had any of this upset on my live streams in a long time. And I am so anxious. Like, she's given me a bad day today. And like, it's like, oh, you've done something. No, I fucking didn't do anything. I did nothing but try to help her.
One's doing this and that, so that
and then
just
she incited hate on me.
If we want to say a waffle,
do you know how much shit I got today off the back of that?
We say a waffle,
and that's meant to be a friend, you know what I mean? Who I just tried to help her every turn. It's annoying. So I may as well not try and help. That's the thing.
We're making it fun because we're entertainers, because it just sounds funny.
I feel like she doesn't respect either the fact that I've told her on multiple occasions and told everybody that I'm on really strong medication, you know what I mean? So, like, I can't take any of this, like, going up there. I just want to be calm, and I don't have this shit in my life, so I don't have any. I have a lovely calm space, you know, like, in my everyday life, and she upset that today, you know, because she made me anxious, like, she goes off on one, like, she just doesn't think, and I, as you can hear now, like, my chest is dead tight, you know what I mean? Because I'm dead frustrated because people are not understanding. This woman caused me loads of trouble today. And then it's, well, you should have rang her privately. I didn't know what was in the clip. I wouldn't do an FYP show. Even she knows that. So, you know, to listen to a million of all fucking people, the biggest trouble causer going, you know, the woman has got no smarts and she's really failed today. As a friend, you know, as somebody who should understand that, you know, you can't be phoning me up to shout at me. I'm not here to take your abuse. I'm not phoning you up and shouting at you or any of those things. I've just tried to help you. And I'm not having it. You know what I mean? And then look at all the shit I've had, Chelsea, all day, and I'm still getting it now. You should have done this, you should have done that. Why should I? Does Miss Red phone people up and go, by the way, I'm showing you a clip today? You know, Miss Red can say whatever she wants about Chelsea. You don't see Chelsea going alive going, Miss Red, blah, blah. She goes, oh, I love Miss Red. Oh, yeah, Miss Red. You know what I mean? So, and I got the shit for actually being a real one. Oh, so then you've had Amanda jumping up, chatting shit. The only thing I'll give is Chelsea, I think, finally started to understand throughout the day. You know what I mean? And I'm not still upset with Chelsea or anything. It's the comments, really. You know what I mean?
It's bad.
This has got nothing to do with me. You caused all this. You caused it all. So stop saying you didn't. I own it and say, do you know what? I got the wrong end of the stick. I shouldn't have reacted. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You're not innocent today, unfortunately. Thank you so much, Miss Boxer. You did cause all of this today, and I'm really upset.
Bad news. Anyway, I'm going to go now.
And I'm not hating on you. I won't be saying horrible things about you, but I'm really disappointed.
With shouting.
Oh, don't get upset though, Amanda, because this is what people want. They, you know, we don't want to cause a scene. Like, we just, you know, Evil Queen does her thing. She makes her money. I do my thing. I've done giveaways before, from even when I've had scarves. There was never an issue, and now all of a sudden there's an issue.
There was never an issue, but you don't want there to be one. So if you can get guidance in some way, then what's the problem?
No, it's because EQ's jealous. That is why. Because you're doing it. There's more often. You're making money. You're making money. She is jealous.
This is a joke. It really is, honestly. Right, do I have to pull my tick leap up again? Let's see who's jealous, shall we? What would I have to be jealous of, please? You know what I mean? I'm going to show you 2 accounts because I got banned, didn't I? On the other one. I'd understand if I didn't have my own viewers, you know what I mean? And I didn't have my own people who send me gifts and everything, and I didn't do my own thing. I'd understand, you know, if it was like some nobody person, you know what I mean? But like, to keep saying I'm jealous over what? What am I jealous of? Right, so let's go on my other account because obviously I'm banned on this one at the moment. So let's see. So that was when I got banned. So for 2 hours, yeah, let me pull it over. So this was the day I got banned. So I went over to another account. So right, can we see the dates too? Let's see. You can't, but I'll read them to you. So the 18th, £522 in 2 hours, that's take home. The day before, £550 take home. The day before, £600 take home. The day before that, £656. The day before that, £475. Then £795, £682, £653, £737. Look at how much money I make every day, everybody. I'm not jealous of anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not jealous of anybody. I just wanted to help her. And that was it.
Well, she makes money, so how's she going to be jealous if she makes money?
Because I don't have you.
Thank you, Jade.
Okay, here's the thing. A couple of nights you've been on when she's been on, right? And I did say to management, EQ gets angry if Chelsea doesn't come off live.
Why would I get angry if Chelsea doesn't come off live? I've already said I don't expect anybody, any creator, to come off live. Like, if Delusive Angie has got nothing to do, she'll listen into my show. You know, No Face listens to my show, Cam 2 Crew. So if Chelsea puts it on her other phone, she can still be earning her diamonds. I'm not trying to do anything. I don't get angry at all.
Which is true. That is
She's
true.
never told me not to go live when she's
No,
live. That's just me respecting, because I like to watch EQ when she goes live. That's what I like to keep up to date.
Yeah, that's what Chelsea said, because she's live all day. She doesn't really get to see a lot of things. So when I play my show, I'm only on for 2 hours. She takes a little break, you know what I mean? Hang on, there's more to this. Hang on. Oh my God, Chloe. Fighting the life out of me. Thank you so much, Chloe. Thank you. I'm so sorry, everybody, about today. Like, I don't want to, like, even get any type of worked up, but I'm not coming from a place of being angry or any of those things. Like, I've had a shit day today because of this. Thank you, Chloe. I love you lots, babes. You've got lots of giveaway entries. Hang on, there's more from this, Amanda.
I wish you just listened to.
We got Mama Kaz too. Thank you, Amy.
Hello.
Hello, Amanda. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Hi, Chelsea. Well, I'm just
Look, I don't want this to be me content. Thank you so much, Judy.
of Delusive Angie's box.
Thank
I
you.
went in because EQ was in there talking absolute dog poo. She was saying something about you had phoned her, you were angry, and then she was saying that she has the message or something.
It wasn't like that. When I woke up this morning, I looked on the FYP and Chelsea responded to a couple of second clip that we just seen at the very beginning of the clip I played. So I automatically sent Chelsea a voice message and I was like, hello, baby, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I explained what I actually meant. You know, I said I was just explaining that the wording and all that. I said, so I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. And my phone rang and I just thought she'd understood what I meant. And she was ringing to say, oh, I get it now, you're Queen. I went, hi, babes. I thought we were going to have a little catch up because I'd asked her to phone me over a week ago, because obviously she's always live, so I'll let her phone me if you get me. I don't want to like ring her and she's live or whatever. And she hasn't rang me to even discuss anything, so I've heard nothing from her, so she didn't uphold that to ring me, which is not a bother. I'm not interested in it, I'm not bothered. But so I thought that's what the call was, to have a little catch up. She might have asked how I was, you know, with everything that had happened lately or anything. And instead, she went, what are you on about? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I tried to explain again. And then because she was screaming at me, I didn't think it was fair to be screamed at for nothing over TikTok. And I thought she disconnected the call, but she said I disconnected it. Thank you, Denise. And then I was trying to voice message to say, I don't deserve to be shouted at, you know, you're not understanding. Then, like, she said she was upset. So I sent her a 3-minute voice message explaining in entire depth, you know, that this is some type of misunderstanding. And so I was just, because it got round the app because of the initial video from Chelsea, and then I came on because I didn't want people to think anything was going on when it wasn't.
So I put her straight. I told her that I contacted TikTok and there is
can't contact TikTok. Chelsea Liart knows this, so why is Amanda lying about this? You know what I mean? That's not a private information, everybody, so she can show us that email, can't she? Because it's a standard email thing and all that, you know what I mean? You can't. I have lost account after account and I've had things happen, and you can't get in touch with TikTok. You have to go through your manager who has a direct link to somebody at TikTok, for instance. So this was bullshit too.
Absolutely no way that I would have got involved with spinning any wheels if
CLA loves you. I thought she did too.
I wasn't assured that a giveaway is...
Then when I'm seeing the comments now saying, oh, this isn't nothing to do with me, you started all of this by listening to some idiot who chats a load of shit.
Okay, but
It's just a giveaway. Maybe I worded it wrong. Maybe
if I said something bad about Chelsea and her chat was all day saying the same thing, she'd be on sub only, you know what I mean? Like I have been trolled in my own chat tonight, you know, about this, and I should have done this, and the screen record saying if she was a true friend, she'd have phoned her, but it wasn't like that. It was just a clip that I seen, and I reacted live. So I've been trolled about this, and then my own chat's filling up with shit as well, you know what I mean? Then her chat's, I told you, we told you, Mama Kaz is joining and all that, like all these people who don't like me. Chelsea didn't engage in it, I will say that, like, because I spoke to Luke the Judge earlier and he said, you know what, I was watching and Chelsea did have your back, like she was saying, no, she's not jealous of me, and, you know, it's not like that.
sometimes
there is the one we've told we have.
Please don't mistake this, Chelsea, for me being angry at you in any way, because I'm just a little bit upset, because I just want to set the record straight, because for my own peace of mind, you know.
I have told you not to use the word waffle. It is a giveaway. However,
I can say waffle though, because a waffle's a cake.
but rather don't say it. But anyway, can I just say, Evil Queen is sitting in there with a massive spoon saying that you've got tickets and numbers and putting it in a bowl. You're not doing that. The last
I've done this from back in, I've done this, like giveaways before, with my Gucci's. I've done giveaways before. It's never been an issue.
No.
It's never been an issue before though, has it, Amanda?
He's jealous. EQ is jealous because you're successful and you're making money, and is jealous.
I do nothing but champion Chelsea. Like, how does anybody say that I'm not successful in what I do?
Has never been your friend, Chelsea. I'm sorry. She has never. I'll never forget the time about 3 years ago. She said she will destroy you no matter how long it takes.
That was an argument between me and Chelsea. Like, I chat a load of shit. I always go, ha, yeah, I won't stop till you're destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, honestly. And even Chelsea Liard said herself, the only creators who bigged up my colouring book, who bought it and showed it on live and promoted it, was me and Zach. Amanda's upset because Gracie doesn't like her, because Gracie said that in a home environment she will use the word spastic to Terry. Oh, piss off, you spastic, or something like that. So awfully great Amanda says that Gracie shouldn't use that behind closed doors, even if no one can hear it, and it's just you and your partner. So Gracie says bugger off, basically, and Gracie blocks her from my live because, like, obviously she follows Gracie around the app saying bad things about Gracie, and Gracie's my actual friend. So it's just like Chelsea, if Moni didn't like somebody, that's Chelsea's actual friend, so she'd go, you know what I mean, doesn't mean nothing to me. Awfully Great Amanda means nothing to me. She's Chelsea's fan. She's Chelsea's mod. So I don't have to have a relationship with this woman, so she doesn't like the fact that Gracie blocks her. So this is a result of she's trying to get Chelsea to twist on me by saying all this shit about jealous. And what would I have to be jealous of anybody?
Takes. A friend does not do that. Anyway,
and I'm not better than anybody. I'm not even saying that. I'm the same as everybody, but I don't envy anybody.
Is out.
Maybe I envy millionaires like Kardashians, but that's about it.
Really and truly.
Well, what's happened is I've listened to some messages. When I've literally got up from EQ, just sent me a few messages, and then obviously I've called her because I woke up and then. Like, I just started saying something, but I started raising my voice. You know how I am when I wake up, I'm just a bit, and then she just put the phone down on me, and then...
I thought you did.
Yeah, but I've sorted it out with her now anyway. It's cool, it's all sorted. It's not, I'm not going to fall out with EQ over fucking...
And don't worry, everybody, like the clips start changing, you know, to Chelsea understanding, so, like, I just, like, it's the first proper time I'm watching the clips in their entirety, so obviously I'm just like, wow, you know, just like...
Just advise me because she's doing the FYP show, and that's why that she's seen the video, innit? So she's seen the video because they are reporting me, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that, so she's just making me aware.
She just said, no, there's tickets, Chelsea, there's no tickets.
I was referencing when she used to do tickets, you know, out the hat, and I was saying things like that will get her into trouble. Why are people talking about me in the comments? What did you say? I can't remember, Gracie. I can't remember.
I would not have got involved. I'm not some stupid wee girl. Can I just say, I am not some
I know I was saying before, like, Gracie would never, you know, listen to somebody like Millen saying that I was slagging her and start shouting at me down the phone and stuff, things like that, you know what I mean?
Stupid wee lassie, right? I am a businesswoman of over 30 years. I would not have got myself involved.
A businesswoman over 30 years, yet you sit moderating for Chelsea Liart all day and sitting doing her waffles. My EQ minx, you know what I mean? She doesn't claim to be any businesswoman. She's just a normal person who does man, but you're claiming to have all these successes, yet you sat in some woman's box, you know, working your neb off for free.
With something if it was illegal.
And let me tell you now, Chelsea's only keeping you around because you're beneficial to her, because you do the waffles for her, you know, and things like that. I know this woman, and she won't say it. She'll go, no, I love Amanda, but she can give two fucks, really.
She's saying
what I'm doing. I've done prize giveaways all the time.
She is shit stirring. She needs a right good slap across the chops, that evil queen. So she...
Isn't that terrible to say I need a slap for trying to help? Yous have seen it all in its entirety. Oh yeah, everybody, I'm not selling my own cups directly now. If you go through Creating Creation, she'll give me the commission at the end of the month. So for those looking for the drinking mugs and looking for the cups, the big tall cups are out now, I think, as well. Make sure to follow Creating Creation. She is my official merchandise provider, and any future items coming out will be available via Creating Creation, so make sure to follow and make sure to pin it again in a minute, please. Thank you, Callie.
does.
Right, sorry everybody. It's affecting my live here as well, all of this goings on, because I haven't even done me bloody money, me confettis. Thank you, Callie. So this is for the Louboutin shoes, which you can resell on eBay or anything and get yourself about £350 to £400. They were bought for 600 and something, 696. And I had them on for 5 minutes and they hurt my feet. They're a size 6, if you can either keep them. They're from Flannels, the receipts in there too, the labels, everything, so you can fully 100% resell them, and they are genuine. Because they're mine. So, for the confettis, I'm gonna do only, because it's this, like, quite a big prize, I think. And I think anyone who doesn't, you know, who regularly sends me a gift, I think you should enter into this one, because this is something which will accumulate you from £1 on this confetti drop especially. It'll turn to 350 to 400 resale. Because they're genuine as well. Oh, I've got a text. Oh, it's Zach. Oh, okay, Zach. Right, where are they? Sorry, I was talking that long, it clicked off. So the confettis, don't give them yet because I haven't announced how many entries, and EQ Minx doesn't know how many to give you, so you're doing it prematurely. Wait. Right, so I'm only going to put, and this is the only drop of them tonight, and they're on for 5 minutes, so this is just in case. You can get as many as you want, it's unlimited. Gracie said tell Zach to stop texting, my friend. Let's say 300 entries. I'm not even sorry, I've done the wrong one again. You can have 300 entries. I've just lost it again. And please don't worry about me, everybody. I know some of you are probably thinking I'm a bit out of sort and my speech and stuff like that, but it's just my medication, because it's been changed to stronger and instant, so I'm a little bit dozy. There you go, everybody. I'm only leaving them on for 5 minutes, so I don't think we'll get 1,000, but they're there just in case for you. No, I'm not upset. I'm fine. I was just fed up with all this shit today, so I'm glad it's over now.
I am furious. Absolutely furious.
I mean, why should this Amanda be able to say that I should be slapped and things like that? Do you think that's right? That somebody should go on somebody else live and say that I deserve to be slapped?
Involved with something if it was illegal.
She's saying that illegal what I'm doing. I've done price giveaways all the time.
She is shit stirring. She needs a right good slap across the chops.
That evil. Say things like that. To say things like that for what? I know Chelsea in real life. You never even met the woman. You'll never meet her either. So that's what's funny about it. This woman will go anywhere with me.
Queen, so she does. I am furious. Absolutely furious.
And shame on Chelsea Liart's viewers as well, some of yous, because the way you's all twisted, like, I sure seen yous, it's all fake. So when Chelsea's chat are going, oh yeah, we love Evil Queen, some of them are fake, because I seen yous twist on me instantly when I was trying to help the creator who you love just not get into trouble. Because thank you so much. Juju, bag, my darling. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Chelsea Holland, thank you. We're friends in this account. I forgot what I was going to say now because of that. Thank you so much.
As if we're doing.
Thank you, Chelsea. Oh yeah, I know people probably think, oh well, you know, people are going to jump to the wrong conclusion and think that I'm being that way, but like, when I do I still do me Evil Queen stuff, but like, I'm not trying to harm anybody, you know what I mean? Like, and I've actually changed everything. Thank you, Miss Sparkles. Choo-choo. Thank you, my love. Thank you, beautiful. And I'm trying to be a good person, and I'm trying to, you know, because now I've got no excuses whatsoever, because I didn't know that I had anything wrong with me. And then I got tested for ADHD. I have combination ADHD, scoring the highest points. I'm on dexamphetamine 3 times a day. And I have now on a normal level, so that I think, oh my God, I'm not going to say that. Or I stay calm now, you know what I mean? Like, I can actually communicate without getting angry or stuff. Like, there was some man the other day, and he was a receptionist man. And I said, could you ask somebody, like, from the office, because I know you're just on reception, and I wasn't being offensive or that, but he went, have you come here to offend me? So I chuckled inside my brain and I said, oh my God. I said, no. I said, I would never do that. And I was just asking, you know what I mean? And he was like, and he was all right then. But normally I would have went, what? No, why do you think I'm being funny? Would you do? And I would have gone off on one, but I actually laughed in my mind and I was able to manage that situation. So, you know, I'm not blaming anything on my evil queen, because I would still do my evil queen now, but I will never go to the degree of trying to hurt anybody in their own personal life and stuff. And, you know, to be honest, it was Luke, Misread, and the other FYP show hosts when they didn't choose my personal situation to point score on me, even though at the time I probably would have done it to them if the shoe were on the other foot. And I learned a lesson from that. So I thought that's what changed the ship, where people started saying we're not going to go personal anymore. And because I got on board with that, because I understood that, you know, that would have hurt me, so that would hurt someone else, and that's not really what I want to do. So I'm really discovering myself again at 37, and it's amazing. You know, to rediscover yourself and like actually have a rational thought process and, you know, feel like proper like emotions that are not just all scrambled up and you don't know how you feel from one minute to the next. You know what I mean? Like I can feel like intense love, things like that now. You know what I mean? Like and. Yeah, like it was difficult before to navigate my way through things because I'd have 5 different scenarios playing out in my mind at any one time, and now I don't. And yeah, I'm getting little like pleasures now out of like, and communication. I've always loved to communicate with people, but now communication, it feels so much better because I'm actually interested to speak to people, you know what I mean? Whereas before I couldn't really maintain, you know, conversations, whereas I can do a live and chat my own shit, but I couldn't hold a proper conversation, to be honest. And then like it's just so I'm rediscovering myself, and people don't like the fact that I am, you know, coming down to a normal level. You know, I'm trying to be better and stuff, and they don't like it, so the attacking me and trying to stop that to get me to act some type of way, but I'm never going to do that. I'm not even going to respond to anybody who says any transphobic things. I'm just going to ignore them because it's only my reaction which will give it any type of legs, and I can take more pleasure out of ignoring and taking the moral high ground, but I'll still always respond in me evil queen way if somebody comes after me, you know me. Like even tonight you've seen, you know, I've actually, you know, got me point across, but without insulting Chelsea, you know, and just expressing how hateful it was to experience what I experienced today, and it's nice to be able to do that so that then Chelsea could not be offended by me talking about it instead of getting angry and trying to point score and hate her like she hurt me today. And it's only deeper than the usual creator because I know Chelsea and we've spent lots of time together in real life. And we've been through a lot together. You know, we've had our fallings outs, but we haven't had no issues in a really long time. And today, just I was like, oh, not this again. You know what I mean?
Something illegal. Honestly, she's two-faced.
And I don't think she meant it. I really don't. And I don't think Chelsea meant it. I think she reacted to a clip. She didn't do it on purpose. I think she just made a mistake and then she realised as time went on, but in that interim, obviously it had an effect on me, and that's why I went live today and stuff.
She is the most two-faced person I've ever...
Confetti off. Oh no, I'll give them till past today because it's for the shoes, isn't it? So people might be in and out, and
come across.
I've missed it because I didn't do it at 9, did I, on top? This Amanda's horrible person.
EQ is now going to come and say she was just meaning that she wanted the words to be changed. And
well, I played it to prove that, so I've actually proved it, Amanda, so I don't know why you did this.
She was advising you, but I can assure you...
I think that's what she was on about, though, isn't it?
Chelsea, she was saying other stuff. She was saying a whole lot of... She's bad news, honest to goodness. I have tried to like her. I've tried to see the good in her.
I don't want you to like me, though. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't like you. I don't need, desire, nor require your approval, Amanda. I'm happy to continue to have you not exist in my life. So stop acting like you'd be doing me a favour if you tried to like me. I don't need you. I don't want anyone to try to like me. I'm not after approval or validation from anybody who doesn't like me or all those things. I've done nothing to you. Your beef is with Gracie, and you're taking it out on me. You've tried to ruin my friendship with an actual friend in real life to the point where Natalie had to get involved, Chelsea's other real life friend who was as close to Chelsea as me. And Natalie had to say to CLA, on this occasion, Evil Queen was just trying to help, and we'll play that in a minute, you know what I mean? So there we go, Amanda.
But she is bad news. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've hurt my throat with shouting.
Right,
A couple of nights you've been on when she's been on, right? And I did say to management, EQ gets angry if Chelsea doesn't come off live. Which is true. That is true.
I'm here for my audience. I enjoy spending time with the people who watch me every day. It doesn't matter who doesn't watch. I like Chelsea to watch, of course. She's my friend, and like I like that she gets some enjoyment. And to be honest, it's deeper than, you know, oh, I want Chelsea to watch me or anything like that. It's not, because Chelsea spends all of her life on live, and in those 2 hours she gets to go and have some self-care, you know, where she ends her live, and it's healthy for her to do that as well. So when you're an actual friend of the person, you know, in that time she refreshes herself, you know, and then she starts a live up and she has a brilliant live, you know what I mean? Like, and then look at last night. She didn't keep up to date. She didn't know what had happened, and it messed with her. She has ADHD too, in my opinion. So fear of the unknown sort of thing is it can be one of the triggers, and, you know, a rejection as well. So like if she felt like I was rejecting her in some way, you know, and then she's been like, oh, and she didn't play the rest of it because she felt like it was going to lead on to rejection. And we were gonna lose a friendship together, and then we were gonna be back arguing. So I think that's what's happened here, is that she does have ADHD, which I do think she does have, because she has all like a lot of traits. So before she got hit, she stopped it where it was, and her brain went with it.
She never told me not to go live when she's live. That's just me respecting, because I like to watch EQ when she goes live. That's why I like to keep up to date with everything.
When Chelsea comes to watch at 8 o'clock, you know, I have a little catch up with her, you know what I mean, and we have a little chat, and like I'll direct things towards her, you know what I mean, and we'll have a little talk. So we get like a little catch up through the day and that, you know, like obviously because we're not constantly messaging each other. I do message her while she's live, and she responds live herself, you know what I mean. So I watch her, she watches me. I normally put her on in the background while I'm doing cleaning.
Right, so
I don't blame Chelsea at all. I was just hurt, you know what I mean.
Audience, and I even.
And I never said nothing bad, but I'm just saying it did hurt me.
I can see what's going to happen. I'll end up being the bad one and all that again because I've got the gumption to speak out.
No, like, you can have your opinion. This is the thing, me and Evil Queen, like, you know, if someone doesn't like me, the Evil Queen, if she likes them.
And people, please stop saying to yourselves, I've tried to like Evil Queen. I don't want you to like me. If you don't like me, that's fine. You're missing out on a person like me. Ask me friends.
Please leave.
Okay, hang on, there's more. An hour and a half on this one topic. Okay, so then we had Mama Kaz joining the box.
Needs to be bothered.
Where is it?
I wish you just listen to your people. Same way she does. I wish you listen to your community. I just want to say one thing. This isn't...
Why do these people keep coming for me? I don't even mention these people. Like, it's continuous. Like, I don't understand why they don't just, like, live the life and, you know, build your own platform again, you know?
Actually drama, Chelsea. You're just seeing it as it's a laugh and a joke, but she's inciting hate. The fact that she went on an FYP show last night, right, and brought it to everyone's attention is to get the trolls after you.
No, it wasn't. It was a clip. It was a random clip. There's loads of clips.
Friend discusses these things in private, not brings it to a public platform for an
Discuss what in private? It's nothing to do with me. I was responding to a clip. I don't phone my mates up and dictate to what they do. If it would have been something to come across in the daytime and I'd watched the clip, maybe I would have reached out to her as well. But I don't have to run my clips by anybody or phone anyone up. I don't phone Zach up when I'm running one of his clips. I don't know what he's going to say in his clips. I just watch it authentically along with my audience.
FYP show. She's brought it to a FYP show.
Oh, I've got a criticism for Miss Red, so screen recorders, I need to get a message to Miss Red, if you can get ready. What's Miss Red's person who likes eclipse called? I need to know this person's name so I can let her know. Ashley. Ashley, okay. Miss Red, I just wanted to point something out, and I'm not picking on you, and I'm not criticising you in any way, but I feel like your show is different because you're not choosing the clips. It's Ashley's show, and it's no longer your show. I mean, you open the boxes for other people's opinions, and you take a back seat to let everybody speak as it is. So your show to me feels very different, and I don't like it. And I know I'm just a viewer, and this is just my opinion, and I don't know whether anybody else agrees with this, but since Ashley has been liking the clips, God bless her, we love Ashley, well done for all your hard work, it doesn't feel like the Misread show anymore. Because we now know that it's Ashley. It's like Tyrone's show. Tyrone doesn't do his own clips, so sometimes he'll miss something that he wants to talk about, and then it's very lovely, and Ashley is probably a lovely person for doing that and helping you out. But it's Ashley's show now, because even when she joined up the box the other day, you didn't understand the clip that you were watching, and you totally missed the point. And Ashley had to join up to tell you what the point was, so therefore it's not your show, Misread. So if you could please, if you don't mind, reassess the situation and maybe do your own clips again, because because I'm aware that it's not your clips and it's this girl choosing them on your behalf. How is it the Misread show anymore, apart from you're just the host? You're just like a body sitting there playing Ashley's clips that she's chose for you, although they are other people's clips. And then you're missing the point of what Ashley wants you to focus on. So then when you open your boxes because you're a kind woman and you want to let everybody have a voice, which was the basis of your platform to begin with, you are also taking another back seat. So where is the Misread in the Misread show? But we love you, Misread, and keep smashing it.
To get the trolls to start reporting you. You've done nothing that she hasn't done. That's the issue here.
Yeah, and I'm not criticising Misread's viewers. I like Misread. I love Misread's show. I watch every morning. I was gutted she didn't tell us today that she wasn't being on, but I have an inside line to Miss J, and Miss J told me, love, little Tilly had to go to the hospital. So that's okay. She can have a day off for that, you know what I mean? But she should have let us know, really, because some of us were clicking till 10 past 10. Misread.
A friend will...
So yeah, so it's not a pick on Misread. I hope she doesn't take it like that. It's just I don't feel, and I'm a big fan of the Misread show, as you know. Even if I don't like Misread, I still watch the Misread show. Love to hear it. Oh my God! Tony, love. Oh God, thank you so much, Tony, love. Thank you, beautiful. I've done a good shock of my life. Thank you, beautiful. Don't you love me tan, everyone? It's gorgeous, isn't it? I look well better with the tan. I look sexy. Thank you so much, Tony. I love you. You scared me, love, but it's worth it because I love to have £50. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I never want Misread to think I'm picking on her. I said the same thing to someone earlier on, I can't remember, and they actually agreed with me also, so...
Bring you in private and correct you, not take it to a platform to incite trolls to then report you further to affect your business. This
wanted the opposite.
Isn't a friend, Chelsea. I've told you time and time again, if you choose not to listen to me...
Right, I'm taking these off at half past. Anyone who wants to be in me giveaway, who already gifts me gifts and already supports me, don't give me anything if you don't usually, but that's £1 and you get, how many 100 entries did I say?
After 4 years of knowing you, that's up to you. But that is someone that is jealous of you, that sees you as a competition. You see her as a friend.
How can I see Chelsea as competition when I'm not live all day? I don't do the leaderboard. I don't do any competitions. How is Chelsea like competition for me? Like, I'd understand if I was going live every day. 300 entries for your confetti at the moment. I'm taking them off in a moment, and it's for these Louboutin shoes that you can resell so for £1 if you'd normally send me £1, that is. Don't send me it if you don't normally. I'm gonna keep saying from now on, I don't do battles. I don't get involved in the app in that day, so I'm not jealous in any way. Like, I know all my good qualities, and I don't need to tear Chelsea down and name the differences between me and Chelsea, because we're both successful women who support each other. So this is coming from a man, remember that, you know what I mean? Not transitioning, no hormones, nothing. So it thinks like a man. You know, when you've got female hormone in your body and you've had everything done and, you know, you are rendered actually female, and when you've believed it all your life and you got done at 18 and you were completely done by 20, you have a different mindset and you relate in a much better way, you know, to women in business and when you're successful and that and stuff. And me and Chelsea don't have that competitive like we used to. We used to do the leaderboard together and we'd whip all our fans up, CLA versus CQ. But how can I be threatened in any way by somebody who's live all the time, who lives the life on TikTok? And I could never do that. I haven't got it in me anymore. Too old.
Jealous of me though. How? If she makes more money
hasn't
than
been
me.
on the dailies for 2 days.
I haven't been on the dailies for 2 days. I don't strive for the dailies, but I have, and I've been on every single day. So that's just lunacy. On one of the days, I started off on one account, if you remember, when I was responding to the DG thing, and I got banned. So I was on another account, so me money was half on one account and half on another, not in the one place. So I never strive. I get on it every day. I'm on popular every day without even saying anything. I think I barely managed to remember to put my confettis on half the time. So I am on all these things. I don't want to be on these things. It doesn't impress me, you know. It's just nothing to me. And when you tell me, I say, don't I? Nobody cares about it. So this is bullshit.
Sees you absolutely smashing it with these raffles.
But I'm smashing it in everything that I do. I'm on 94,000 diamonds in 1 hour 30. People could only dream to do that in one day. I'm grateful for it all. I don't abuse my people.
A friend
She smashes it with her.
She's just gone on to Angie's platform and she's saying that you're targeting people. A friend doesn't.
I didn't say that. I said the woman came and told a story in the box, and she said, I don't have much money, but when I seen that Chelsea was raffling off some artwork, I'd love a CLA. And she was asked by Delusive Angie, is that a gift you would have given her on that day anyway? And she said no. I just gave the corresponding gifts to get into this, and I entered into the hoodie, the pens, everything. So it was a conversation, and I said, see what I mean, Angie? And I wasn't saying it against Chelsea. I was saying, if she words it wrong, then she is engaging people to gamble, and she doesn't want to do that, Chelsea. I know she doesn't. She doesn't want anything to do with anybody gambling. She would never want anybody to enter into anything, and if they were using their food shopping money for the next day or bus fare to get somewhere and they have to then walk, she wouldn't want that. So that's the point of when I was in Angie's box. It wasn't to say bad things about Chelsea at all.
Do that, Chelsea. What friend? A friend isn't going to go on a platform and
joking, man. She's just winding.
I wasn't even joking, Chelsea. I was caring about you.
Chelsea, she's not winding. She's trying to affect what you're doing. She's trying to affect your business. You don't have to listen to me. Yes, I don't like Evil Queen.
It's not going to affect me because I'm doing nothing wrong, so I'm not gambling. I'm not doing gambling.
And the point of the matter is that she's not gambling, and that was my point. People just cherry pick and make their own version of the story up, and I'm very to the facts and matter as you tell me. You know what I mean? Like, I always say, listen to the words coming out my mouth, and I've seen FYPT and others in the chats today saying, it's in the words, and you're not listening to what Evil Queen's saying, you know what I mean? It's the words getting used, and it was frustrating for all involved today. It was really frustrating.
But she should tell you this in private. She shouldn't take it to a
I didn't know it was going to happen. It was a random clip. I didn't know what was in the clip.
Public platform to incite trolls to go.
And this is part of my my ADHD, by the way, to over-explain. You know, when you feel wronged and you have to keep, and then people go, "Oh, you protest too much." It's not protesting; it's the facts. I've showed it and proved it. So I have had a lot of upset today. You know, like of potentially falling out with my friend. You know, and when things like this happen, it amplifies what I already go through on a day-to-day basis with me neurodiverse side of me, you know what I mean? So this, to me, was a big deal today. So to me now, this is me showing everybody that none of this was true and it wasn't fair what happened today.
I'm going to start reporting you. I'm just saying, just listen to listen to the people in the comments. You know, we've seen this time and time again.
I've only just come on, darling.
I know, darling, but you see her as a friend. She doesn't see you as a friend.
I do.
She doesn't see you as a friend. She sees you as her puppet, and she sees you as someone that is just...
A puppet how? I don't get it. I don't tell Chelsea to do anything or even go live with her or anything. How can I be puppeting her?
gonna, you know, do as she says, and she's trying to affect you. She is jealous of you, Chelsea.
You're the jealous one, Mama Kaz. You're jealous of everybody that does well because you can't sustain and do well because you're too twisted up and venomous and bitter. I'm so happy that I'm not that person anymore, you know what I mean? Because I've been there, twisted up with like, oh, and all that, and envy towards other people who are doing better than me and all that. I don't have any of that in my life, you know. I've evolved and grown, and, you know, I celebrate my friends' successes. I would never be envious when I do so well myself, you know what I mean? If I wasn't doing well, maybe natural reaction in your mind, you'd think, I wish I was getting that. But when I do so well every single day, then I have no reason to even have those type of emotions, and I never would anyway, because I don't want to be that person. I want to be a good person, but I still will always have my own back, and I will savagely rip into anybody who abuses me in any way, unless it's a friend like Chelsea who got wrapped up in something to do with her mental health too.
She isn't asking me to do anything. She's not asking me to do nothing.
For example, you come off at 8 o'clock. You're doing that out of the kindness of your heart. What has she done for you?
No, because I want to watch Evil Queen. That's why.
I know, but every time you come...
What have I done for her? I have her artwork on full display behind me, and there's Chelsea's colouring pens there. I have a display dedicated to Chelsea because I love Chelsea. You know what I mean? When I got this picture, you know, I said, I'm gonna have to give praise to Chelsea every day. She's the new Christ of the house. You know what I mean? I love Chelsea. She's my friend. So these people are just jealous in reality themselves of our friendship together because, yes, we've said terrible, terrible things about each other over the time. We've had the worst type of arguments like sisters would, you know what I mean? We've said the worst things about each other, but we know that when we said these things that we don't mean them. We're just hurt the fact that we've fallen out and we act upon that, and, you know, I'll say something, she'll say something, I'll get worse, she'll get worse, and it's not used. So I don't understand why people are so trying to wreck Man and Chelsea's friendship.
At 8 o'clock, your
can only be jealous here.
supporters are supporting her.
Chelsea supporters are not supporting me. Do you know, sometimes money will come in to... Well, that's the only person. Everybody else is our joint audience together. Nobody who doesn't like me who watches Chelsea would give me a single thing or support me in any way. It's money because she's a nice person and she's minted. And, you know, it's only ever when I'm speaking up for Chelsea or having a back, you know, money will come in and be like, thanks, Evil Queen, if people needed to hear that. So... as Chelsea's biggest supporter financially and that, you know, sometimes she'll come over and just be nice because when everybody's against her and making lies up about it, I'll say what the facts are of it, I'll show it, and then she'll send me a few gifts, but not on the magnitude of what she'd send to Chelsea. She is Chelsea's supporter. Like Canadian Angie, you know, she doesn't hate CLA or anything, but does she financially support Chelsea? No, because she's been there and done that, and she's gifted a lot of people on the app, and, you know, it's a relationship that me and Canadian Angie built up where we're actual friends, and like Chelsea and Money are actual friends, but Canadian Angie still plays Chelsea's clips and all that, and, you know, would speak up for Chelsea, for instance. I forget what my whole point was, but...
She's showing you no...
The confetti's off, see what I mean? You know, I just forget everything. Mama Kaz is not a nice person at all. I feel sorry for anybody who was ever in that person's life because I am not horrible in real life. And this person comes on and it's just so horrible all the time. Like, it's just nasty. You know, they abuse people and put pictures up of them. Like I literally transitioned at 18, so they put pictures of me up. The only picture that they had that I put up anyway, when I was like 17. You know what I mean? You're not allowed to get surgery when you're 17. And I looked a damn sight better than you even as a male, you know what I mean? Male and female, I still have outdone you at every manner. And you keep living on the premise of, when I'm that age, I'll be amazing and that. But why aren't you amazing now? You've got youth on your side. I'm old. I'm 37. You know what I mean? I'm aging. Whereas you're 24 years of age and you could be looking all this fantastic now. Because I know at your age, I fucking was. Whether you look at pictures of me back then or not, the fashion was different back then. So times change and styles change. If you look at women from the 80s now, they went out thinking they were the dog's bollocks with all the big hair and like the little spikes here, there and everywhere. So to try and use things like that, you're evil, horrible person, you know? Like, I will clap back at you and point out the facts that you are just, you think like a man still. You really embody everything that's a man. You're twisted. The way you've just tried to do this to another woman to try and if you know, because she knows, Mama Kaz, that if Chelsea says bad things about me, I'm going to come back at Chelsea. I'm not going to take it, you know what I mean? So if Chelsea started saying F evil queen, then she's a fake, this, that, and the other. I would say, you cheeky cow, and I'd go for her. So that's what could have resulted, you know, in what these people were saying, the awfully rate Amandas who were trying to twist because they don't like Gracie. So I'm getting the shit because of Gracie and awfully rate Amanda's argument. And then Mama Cars wanted... So I would have went for Chelsea if she would have went for me for nothing, because I would have been justified. So in actual fact, you were trying to set Chelsea up yourself, because you know I would have absolutely rinsed Chelsea off the back of that, because I would have been so hurt. I would have made Chelsea feel how she'd made me feel. So in the grand scheme of things, if someone's doing something to me, I would go back at them, so then you would have affected Chelsea, because then it would have been a big thing. Do you know when me and Chelsea were at loggerheads, I literally dropped Chelsea's income, and whether she can say no, she never, I did. I stopped people gifting her. I affected her income. We all watched it because I was that hated her. I promoted it every day. Don't gift this woman, blah, blah, blah. It was like a sermon every single day. So that was at the height of how bad man and Chelsea's argument got. Her income was affected. People were listening to what I was saying. You know what I mean? And that, so that was because we'd fallen out, not because I hate her, but that's what would have happened again, because I would have felt so like upset and hurt that Chelsea had done this again, that Chelsea would have been the one that would have been affected. So this person's full of lies. You're not a nice person at all. I've never seen a woman look like you. Drag queen at best. And nobody cares about you, and that's why you're not successful, because you're so twisted up with bitterness and hate, and you can't let anything go. You know, I have not spoken about you in any derogatory ways for a long period of time, and then when I break up with somebody or when I have an argument with somebody, boom, there you are live. But then look at the state of it. Oh, but look at a rustler, burger fan, and you're disgusting, absolutely horrible. And then when people come back at you, you cry, wah, 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 and you're this big victim. No, you're not. Everybody knows who you are and what you are, and that's why you're not successful on this app, because you're so twisted inside. Whereas I've had so much shit happen to me. I've been abused by people, taken advantage of, manipulated. You know, I've had the worst possible things, and I'm still happy, and I'm still nice to people. And I will go back at anyone that goes at me, and I can get vile, yes I can, but I constantly try to be a better person. You know, I've explored myself to, you know, even I'm dead against saying there's anything ever wrong with me. You know, like, I'm perfectly normal. I don't have mental health. You've heard me for years, the same thing over and over again, and to admit that I am off key and, you know, work on myself as a person, and you're still stuck sat there in the same position, saying the same nasty, horrible, cruel mentality things. Oh, trans people will always be biological men. No trans person would speak like that and degrade others like that, because unlike you, I always knew who I was and that I'm a woman. And it doesn't matter what you say about botch this or rushed into this. Nobody rushed into anything, because I'm still a woman now. So how could it be rushed into? Because I didn't have enough fat on my body, so the surgeon couldn't do the operation on the NHS, by the way, to the nth degree, because I was so skinny. And then I got it corrected on a television show where they took fat out of my back and mixed it with blood platelets, because I was still very skinny. And it was just that the lips were not plump. It was like a little bit saggy, the lips. So I wanted them plump. And they did it, and that was all the corrective surgery, because there was a little flap of skin which was covering my wee hole as well, so I could wee normal, but it was firing off everywhere, you know. So like, it was dribbling down my leg and everything, so I had to just get a little bit of correction done. It's a big operation, a huge operation, and anybody who's gone through it understands that there can be complications. I got it done so young, 18, you know what I mean. I was done by 20, and that type of surgery was brand new. There was people getting this surgery, but it was still really, really new. So times have changed and things are much better now, but it doesn't mean that I rushed. Or my breasts as well are not botched in any way. I don't know why you keep saying that as well about tangerines. I don't need to get anything out, because I'm confident enough to not have to show my body off in that way. But I was very skinny and underweight. I had an eating disorder where I would control my food that I didn't take if I was unhappy with anything. So when you're really, really skinny and your frame's dead skinny and you've got implants, you know, the implants will look like they're stuck on your chest. So they use pictures where I was going through an eating disorder to shame me as this trans woman that they are, and then cry victim when you come back at them and you're dead kneeing them and you react and say you're not a woman. This person doesn't speak like a woman. There's no empathy, you know what I mean? And those they do is big themselves up as if they're the ultimate woman. And Mama Cars, you're not a mama about you. You're not a nice person at all. The heinous things that you come out with, like, when I don't even mention you. You've said the same old recycled shit for years. You pull up the same pictures all the time. You're twisted up inside. I'm rich, I'm famous, I'm successful, and I'm working on myself to be a much better person, and I'm so glad that I'm not you. And I'm so glad I'm 40 in your opinion when I'm 37, by the way. And everyone knows my age. You can check it online. Famous birthdays, love. So I'll never be as twisted as you, and I'm happy about that. So continue to fail. I'll never take advice from someone who's a failure, who makes no money, who's got no clout, who has to be horrible to everybody at any given moment. At least what I do on this app was an act. And I also had a condition which I didn't know that I had, which I have had all my life. It hasn't been a new thing. And now I am taking medication, and nobody can say, you haven't really got ADHD, it's for attention, because what extra attention am I going to get? I've already got my money in the bank. I'm already successful in what I do. In the aspect of work that I choose to do, I have viewers who watch me. I have subscribers. I do TikTok shop. I understand there's people who lie about it to get benefits or to, you know, get some type of special treatment. There's sick people in everything that's medical related. But I have no reason to lie in any way to all of a sudden I'm this different person. No, I'm not a different person. It's just my brain is now thinking, don't say that. This would have this effect, or, you know, I don't want to hurt somebody, you know what I mean? And whereas I didn't have that before, when people, as you've seen, scream and shout at me all the time. Like in Angie's box today, I was perfectly calm, just wanted to talk about it, and I was getting cussed out and screamed at. And in the past, I would scream back and get really annoyed and say terrible things, because then my brain would be feeding off this feeling of the, what is it called, please, that I'm missing. So the tablets replace that, so I no longer need to get amped up to feel that way, because my brain is automatically feeding off it, which makes me go da 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 da, and I get worse and worse and worse, and the more I say, the worse I say, the more my brain's going yes, and then it's only once that wears off and I think afterwards, oh my god, I feel absolutely awful, or I've said something bad to somebody, or I've been annoyed at my friend over something silly or whatever, and then I'll feel so remorseful, like, oh my god, because my brain doesn't have the dopamine in it, which is the reason why I take the medication. So beforehand, I was missing that, so I was doing me Evil Queen anyway, that was nothing, but when I would enter into arguments with people, I wouldn't know where the limit was, because my brain was getting fed like heroin with what I needed to regulate my emotions, to put me on an even keel. And I have combination ADHD, and I scored, I think it was a 12 out of 12 on the childhood tests, and yeah, I went through, you know what I mean, like rigorous testing and scoring charts and psychiatric evaluations and everything. It's all real, and I feel like I'm discovering myself at 37 and becoming a person who can actually communicate properly without having to blow point score, this, that and the other. And I'm actually, it's like I'm brand new. It's mad. I wish I could explain to you. Does anybody else understand? Have you ever, when you discovered and you got medicated, were you like, wow, oh my god? It's like being reborn, and then you think, oh my god, if I always would have had this, I would never have encountered some of the situations, not on here, in my own real life, you know, and I think, wow. So, I would always say, everybody, if you do suspect your child to have any ADHD, if they display any traits, always get them tested young, because it won't go away. And if they do give you a diagnosis and, you know, one medication's not right for your child and it makes them feel any type of way, don't just stop, just go back to the one. You've got to stay on it for like a month, and then if it's still having that effect, which it doesn't, any medication will always feel weird at first, which it did for me. I couldn't get out of bed. I felt like I'd had a snowflake emoji, the first one. If you ever took it, anybody, I used to take it years ago. Then that first one, you'd be like, yeah, but then like it was wearing off, and I was then going into a come down. So that must be the same with the kids as well. But like my friend, her son was diagnosed, and he did medication, didn't agree with him, one of the medications, and she won't let him have it now, because he said he was scared of dying. The kid said he said he was scared of dying in his sleep, and I said to her, you need to be careful though, because I know what you're saying, but it just might be the medication. A child would not be diagnosed and then it goes away. What happens if he has the trait of the rage, and what if he hits somebody, or, you know, lets the red mist come down and his brain's feeding with something and he gets himself into trouble. It doesn't just go away. The doctor would not just diagnose, you know what I mean? And she said, well, I've had this argument with my partner as well, you know, so yeah, I've tried to give... I said, I'm not trying to patronise you. I said, I haven't got kids, you're the best mum in the world, and I know that, you know, but having ADHD and the trouble that I've been in over the years in my real life, maybe if I would have had what I needed, I wouldn't have got into these arguments with people and said these things before I was doing my act on here, you know what I mean? I'm talking about like in other circumstances, because some of the things that have come out of my mouth, and I've told people as well, you know, like I was in Boots one time, and I'd just met a partner I was with, so you know when you first meet like a partner and like the bedroom action is like, whew. And I was like a bit sore down below, and I went to the Boots, and instead of just asking for what I needed, a little bit of number, you know, the Vagisil or whatever it's called with the lidocaine in, instead of asking, I told the woman, oh, I'm having too much sex and all that, and I would never tell anyone that. But that's what I was saying, things like that, you know, like I would say the most outrageous things to people, or I'd ask things that I shouldn't really ask, I'd inquire about things or that, like, you know what I mean? Like one time there was an offer in the shop. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't the offer, was it, everybody? So I bought new bedding for this bed, and all the sizes were on the shelf to get, and she wouldn't give me the super king size. She said, "Oh, I'll have to put this behind the till." It was locked. The till. That's the speech. Sorry. And it was locked, and I said, "Well, why are they on the shop floor? And I can put it in my trolley and walk around, but you have to." And I didn't ask, because I just started my medication. But that's the type of things that I would be so curious that I'd have to ask. I would ask, and I don't really need to know. Yeah, I used to be a big oversharer. Now I'm just like soppy. I think the medication's turned me soppy, to be honest. It's turned me into this person who's like, oh, I want to help people.
Support.
What's wrong with me?
Well, it's always been that case. We've always had similar followers.
Chelsea, you see her as a friend, babe. You see her as someone that she doesn't see you in the same
I do see Chelsea as a friend. I was really upset today.
way, in my opinion.
She's my TikTok friend. Like, it's, you know, this is a business. I look at Evil Queen like she's a businesswoman. Like,
She's a businesswoman.
I can
She's
make
a friend.
money with EQ.
Chelsea, she should never have gone on live and said that you're targeting
I didn't go on live and say she was targeting anybody.
people. And in my opinion, by
I
bringing
was explaining and saying people could inadvertently be targeted with the speech that Chelsea was saying, and all she needed to do was alter it. And so because I know Chelsea doesn't want anybody sending money that can't afford it. As much as she'll say, yes, darling, send me all the cash and all that, she definitely doesn't want people to put themselves in any type of situation in order to enter into a giveaway. So it's not even Chelsea's fault either. She just muddled up the words, and she muddles up the words all the time. Thank you, Nat.
that to an FYP news, that's getting...
Where's Nat? Somebody pin her, or have I got her blocked or something? Oh, she's part of the friendship circle together with us. Me now, sorry. She's already friends with Chelsea, but now we've got a friendship circle. Me, Natalie, and CLA. We're going to Cornwall together. Me and Natalie just get jealous about Chelsea's attention if the other one's getting too much attention. We're all like sisters together, really, so we get jealous of each other, like when Chelsea's like, I mean, and when Natalie sends a gift, I'm like, yeah, that's why when I got her the trackie, I thought, what's Natalie sent her, you know what I mean? And then I seen Zach as well send her the perfume, I thought, oh, you know what I mean? 3 is not a crowd, love, when it's girls. That's only if it's like a couple and then an extra person. 3 is a crowd, doesn't apply to friends. How would that apply to friends? There's no emotional connection, whereas if you want to be intimate with the person, don't talk nonsense, love. You see? How can you not understand that reference? Sorry, don't accept Nanny Sasha. 2's company, 3 is a crowd means, say like your mates are together in a relationship and you go out for dinner with them. They're going to want to be canoodling, so that's what it means. It doesn't mean 3 friends can't go somewhere together. You weirdo, sorry. Don't try and talk nonsense. Thank you, Nanny Pepper.
in trolls to click in the head, oh, look, we can go and report Chelsea now for this, this, and this. That's what she's...
3s don't work. I'm going to start blocking you. Nah, 3s definitely crowd. Right, goodbye. You can't be thick round here. You have to get blocked. Don't care if you've viewed me for years. Right, who else is... Block them, please. It doesn't count when it's your mates. I've been with loads of mates where there's 3 of us, for instance. So you're saying me, Zach, and EQ... Sorry, it's a speech. Me, Zach, and Chelsea couldn't go out together and have fun because 3 would be a crowd, like one of us would feel uncomfortable. You're talking nonsense. That's for bloody couples who who were kissing each other, you know, over dinner and stuff when you're just sat there like that, single. That's what it means. It's not about friends. Did I say friends then?
She's gone and done.
I'm loving all this muddling up my speech. That I do think it's quite funny. I do like the muddled speech. It makes me laugh when I say the wrong thing.
She should have called you privately and told you this. That's what a friend does. But anyway, I'm
3's the crowds of a relationship's evolved.
just here to say I
3 is a magic number. That's for friends.
don't like her. Yes, I don't like her. But just be careful.
Be careful.
Okay, thank you.
CLA knows none of that's true, so. And it was Luke the Judge, CLA, who I spoke to on the phone, and he said CLA had your back with both Awfully Great Amanda. She didn't go along with anything that this was saying about you being jealous and all that, because CLA knows that's not true.
Sorry.
Is she here? Yes, she was last time. I just looked a few moments ago. Yes, she's number 63 on me thing if you want to drop her account to follow. I'm sure you already do that. Here we go, the 3 Musketeers. So, Poppycock. Chelsea didn't do none of this on purpose. She didn't watch my show yesterday. She got lied to by soft lads, and then it all happened off the back of that. So I shouldn't have answered the phone to Chelsea. I knew if she just woke up she would be mad, you know what I mean? But like, I'm a bit sensitive at the moment.
What the hell, man? Why you're not getting me involved in no drama, man. Like, I've literally done nothing wrong, darling. I'm just doing my own thing on this app. And that's it. And if people want to report me, fucking report me. I don't even give a
There's nothing to report you for. You're not doing what they're saying you're doing. And if you're verbalising it differently, like I've said now, you know, and make it a giveaway instead, for your natural people who would send me Chelsea, make sure you say. So when I turn around to everybody here and I go, don't send anything if you don't usually, I know the fucking still gonna send if they don't watch me usually. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want the Louboutin shoes to resell, you know, when you're gonna, if it's a confetti for £1. So you just need to be clever. Like, of course everybody's gonna want it still, just because you're saying, oh, unless you're a natural, you just gotta like be clever. You know what I mean?
shit, man.
So instead of it being tickets and you can get your entry, your tickets and all that, you know, it becomes, I'm giving this away to my audience who watch me every day. So pop up, I put a little goal up for yous, you know. So instead of sending me what you usually send me, just do that so I can put your name down, because you've got to have one gift that you can take people's names for, you know what I mean? And then obviously because I think she does it by the sole gift, instead of like, I work it out because I'm the live streamer, whereas Amanda does it for her. So she wouldn't be able to calculate everything, Amanda, whereas EQ Minx knows how much everything is, for instance.
Like, it's so pathetic, like, literally.
So I'm not telling her to be perfect, and you know, we all know what it alludes to be, the giveaway. But if you're smart and you are vocalising, then if any footage is reviewed ever, then you're sitting there saying, don't send me it if you think you're entering into something, because it's not a raffle around here. It's for my people who watch me every day, you know, who normally would send me a gift, or, you know, then it's for them. It's loopholes, exactly. You just got to be clever.
I've done giveaways. I don't do
It's always a giveaway from now on. I'm not even saying waffle myself anymore. I'm just saying giveaway.
giveaways all the time. It's not
Because Chelsea ruined the word waffle for me because she shouted at me and said I copied off her.
something that I do all the time.
Said, you copied off me, darling. Waffle. So I don't want to say it now because it's tainted now. I loved it because it was Chelsea's little saying, and I always said, didn't I, every day? Oh, I love saying it because it makes me laugh when Chelsea says it, but it got ruined for me because now I'd always remember why, you know what I mean? Like
you know, I'm just doing it. I've been doing it.
And Chelsea, your moderators did a poll. See this little thing here? You didn't see it, so I'm not blaming you, but they did a nasty poll about me asking whether I was jealous of you. And it wasn't the case at all, so I would never, now that we're friends, do a poll in a negative way to you. And I know you had no hand in it, but you know what I mean? It's horrible to see that, because I'm like, I haven't even done anything. Could you imagine the frustration in me, everybody, with everything else that I've got going on, and on me bloody stabilisation, on me medication, new medication too, I've only just gone on to, like, full time, this in particular one, and I love it. It makes me feel much better. I was deranged today with all of this.
That's it.
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
For fun. It's fun. You enjoy it. People enjoy. Yeah, we just have fun anyway. We can play all
But Chelsea didn't notice, so I don't hold Chelsea responsible. She didn't even know anything about it.
the games on
They do it in secret to Chelsea because she doesn't notice.
TikTok, and then we can try and do something where I can do a prize giveaway for you guys as well.
I feel awful, you know, that the whole live's just been this. I feel like I haven't done proper stuff for you. And I think I'm going to stay on for a bit. Because it's just been this, and it's not fair. Because there's so much to show. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this story up now. With the conclusion.
Oh, darling, we'll have...
All's well that ends well. Still going to the seaside with EQ. But Natalie is coming. I'm grateful to Natalie, you know, because Chelsea knows if Natalie's saying... Because, like, obviously I'm on the same friendship as Natalie with Chelsea, whereas, like, Chelsea will listen to us if we give her, like, a little bit of advice, and, you know, we're actual friends sort of thing. So the fact that Natalie, after the... Oh, me and Natalie have gone at each other royal, haven't we? Remember the Dusty Flip-Flop saga? What do you think about it? It has just been petty, hasn't it, really? Obviously, that's where I'm saying about, like, I don't want to go too far from now. And, like, with Natalie, we were beefing, but then I started saying, a fella's a drug dealer, la 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 la, you know what I mean? Which could have caused trouble for her in her real life. And I'm only messing, but you don't take it as a joke. And that's what I don't think about sometimes, is that everybody's then calling a fella this D-dealer, and it's not true. So, you know what I mean? So I'm saying something to get back to you, then it's affecting the personal life, so I'm not doing that no more, you know what I mean? So we'll stick to Dusty Flip-Flops and things like that, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So now, I think we're 3 of us are going to Cornwall. But I just want to reiterate, Natalie's fella's no type of dealer in any way. He's actually a really nice lad. He's nice to me as well. I wouldn't mind. These people have been nice to me. Bless them. They got caught up in the madness of man and CLA's world of arguments, honestly. I think if Natalie seen us fall out together, I don't think she'd think, fuck that, you know, they're a chaos, and then we'll end up making up, you know what I mean? So
boxes.
Because it's alright when we when it's jokes, when it's like, oh, she's a stalker, she ended up at the hospital, but then obviously I go too far sometimes, you know what I mean, with saying, like when I said Chelsea had 10 grand in the wardrobe, you know, like people know Chelsea's address, they could have broken in. So I do go a little bit too far sometimes, but I will still be doing my little trolling and all that, and my laughs, like, because there's loads of creators that I don't like, but when it comes to people like Chelsea and all that, you know what I mean, I do like Chelsea.
Fucking hell, man.
Nat drops off though. She just doesn't want to be mentioned on in all the drama, because anytime Chelsea says something or does something, it's Natalie, because she's endorsing apparently, but it's not like that. So I think she just takes a back seat now. Natalie, she's like, fuck that, these people are ruthless.
I literally should have put all the paintings, which I was going to do with the boxes, but I was struggling. But so I'm going to wrap up because I need to get this painting sent out to Anita, darling.
Oh, he is actually a really nice fella, Natalie's fella as well. Honestly, salt of the earth, do anything for you, bless.
And I'm sending this painting out to Anita because, you know, she's literally supported me so much, and it's good to give back to your people that have gifted you and stuff like that. So that's exactly
what you like. I know, this is the thing, you know what I mean? So at least I'm identifying, you know what I mean? But honestly, please don't think, oh, I don't like Eva Queen's like changing in any way. It's not that. It's just that I am witty enough and clever enough to say things which will not impact anyone's personal life, you know what I mean? Because that's not what I want to do. And I appreciated, obviously, Angie, even Alex Brigham, Luke, Misread, Zach, anybody who has an FYP show didn't obviously delve into my personal life, because at the time it was raw, but it's not now, because it's been fucking 22 days since it all happened, and I'm happy in my own existence now, and obviously doing what I'm doing. So that has taught me a lesson, because these people are well within their rights to go for me because of the things that I've said towards them. So I'm happy to keep it. I'll still say things, misread. I sent her a witch the other day, calling her a witch, you know what I mean? I'll still say that. You know, Luke is still an insignificant little pipsqueak type of man with a high-pitched voice. But when you are talking about people's personal lives, I now value, because they didn't do it to me. And I thought, you know, if that would have happened, I would have felt rotten. Because you need time to get over something like that. And when it's on social media, you know, it would have impacted me and it would have hurt me, you know what I mean? Because then everybody talking about it, and it wouldn't now. Like, if it was spoke about now, because the sting's gone now, and I'm not, like, it isn't raw for me anymore, and I'm actually really happy. So I'm not doing it, and that is why. Because if I ever have anything go on in my real life, and my real life's a shambles, isn't it? So Miss Remy said that. So don't do it to other people, but stick to the. You can still skit at people, can't you, and have a laugh.
Exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, just keep away from negativity. Like, you know, I've already got a message from Evil Queen. She's just, and I just messaged her back saying I'm not going to have nothing messing up our holiday in Cornwall. So, you know, and I just apologised to her and said...
and I apologise to you, Chelsea, if you think that I was criticising you anyway, because it was not coming from that place, and I didn't know about the clip before I played it, you know. I just watch everything brand new, because I get bored if I watch the same thing over and over again. But please don't listen to anybody. I'm always your friend, unless you hear it come out my mouth that I'm slagging you in any way and all that, and I'm being horrible or trying to affect your business in any way. Then just ignore it, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing that, so before Millen goes, meh, and thinks he's caused loads of trouble, you actually haven't. You've actually, you know, my show's been amazing tonight off the back of this, because I have handled this, I think, with amazing dignity, without getting personal, without, I've been upset about it, and, you know, I've said how it is, but how I feel, but I haven't slagged Chelsea off once, or criticised anything that she does. And that's a great start for me, because if I can do that, then, and do you know what? I'm taking pleasure out of surprising everybody, and actually being able to hold my own without having to, because nobody can criticise me and say, oh, look how I handled it. What can people say about me now? So I've got my point across, the point I wanted to get across. It was still hard hitting, you know, at times, and I still did the same thing without doing that. Thank you so much, everyone.
I'm sorry for, like, raising my voice.
That was all it was, you know. I just didn't want to be shouted at, because I've been shouted at and stuff enough now, and everybody fucking always being horrible and that. Even, you know what I mean? Like, look at the relationship I was in, you know what I mean? I didn't know anything was going on, and like, I just want to just have nice people around me. I don't want drama in my personal life. Right, that's an end to that discussion. Let's show some clips from the FYP. I'll just pick the best ones out, you know what I mean, of what's happened today. Miss Remy claps back to Zach. Is this new again?
Remy, I've been Luna Tunered.
Is this new?
Did you hear my name? I'll just start it again.
So wait, Remy, I've been Luna Tunered. AQ reacts to Remy but explains beef and drama isn't her thing. True. Like.
So we've established that this is about me.
I love how much you've grown. No, but it's okay saying words, but I have to prove to myself, don't I, that I can actually do what I've said. Thank you so much, Dale. So I'm not a perfect person, so, you know, I can't predict, you know, what's going to happen, but hopefully, you know,